prosecuted. What do you make of that?
Yeah. Now, one of the things that actually angers journalists most is that the real person, the exact person who ordered for the beating, was excluded. And then they brought people marching, doing what? In fact, if they had only gotten Namanya himself and prosecuted Namanya himself, no one would have even questioned who are these guys that were prosecuted, because they would have seen the real person who was at the scene being prosecuted. And then for us, we're actually not asking for closed-door courts. We are requesting for an open court so that we can name and shame these people, so that everyone can see this is an old man who ran after a lady, beating him. She even actually went down. He continued beating the lady. So people will know that this is a man who doesn't respect women. I'm not saying that men should be beaten. No.
And don't forget Cliff Wamala, who was beaten
yes,
by
yes. But at least, you know, there is that feeling that a woman should be touched with soft hands. But if a man can chase for a woman, you beat her, she goes, yes, she goes down, then you still keep beating her, then we question what really happens in that man's life.
Robert Sempala, let me get you on that note. What do you make of the proposal to actually boycott these events and the failure to prosecute the main person, the commander Nahara?
Yeah, I agree with the submissions of my two colleagues here. And on that note, I would really like it to happen as soon as yesterday. Like Abeka said, the editors are very keen here. And I think for us not to speculate, we are going to write to them, telling them how the feelings, the aspirations of the media fraternity may be in the boardrooms, and they may not have a lot of time to interact with the foot soldiers, the journalists that go to fish for stories. We do on a regular basis, and we have talked to all the victims. And their feeling is that they should not be forced to go and cover these people. Instead, they can be helped by exposing the road that happens in there. And that is one of the desperate measures that the media can undertake. Because many in the security think that we're on a weaker side, so we're beginning from a weaker point. Yeah. But if we use what is at our disposal, that is our cameras, our microphones, I think we will have a lot of mileage in our pursuit for justice for the journalists, but also making sure these things are not rampant, because they have been happening on a regular basis. So you cannot tell me that what the justice that is artificial can serve as a deterrent to the beatings. And I am very sure that without bringing into the picture the commanding officer, you're giving us not even lip service, but you're abusing our ignorance. Something like you want to impress it upon the public that we do not even have the ability to look through and see what is right and what is wrong. Because what was done was extremely wrong to exonerate the officer. Of course, there's been this argument, which is very lame, that nobody has come out to accuse him of having beaten them. But at least Cliff Wamala and a few others have placed him to the scene, and even the videos that we see really show him aiming a stick, a black stick at the journalist.
So let me ask you a simple question, Robert. Can a reporter from NTV deploy themselves and go to Nansana to shoot a story without the producer knowing, or even the manager?
It doesn't happen that way. Even when
so could these privates from this military police unit have acted on their own without the commander, Lieutenant Colonel Namanya Franklin, ordering them?
Maybe that could even happen in the police. No, never in the army, because they're
just playing with